welcome to our channel. Here you're going to find lots of ways to help you to deal with asbestos. I've been in the industry for some 17 years, so I know a thing or two about the subject. So what I'd like to do really is, without any further ado, is to get stuck in and let's see how we can help you with all the different problems that you come across when it comes to asbestos. So let's get started.
Well, here it is. This is the truck and the trailer that will be taken to landfill. The trailer's had a few modifications that I'm sort of proud to say I've done myself. As soon as that tips up, the back opens up, the tailgate flips up, and we don't have to get out of the vehicle to tip.
Well, here we are on our way to landfill, and the beauty of it is, I guess, is that we have a few little extras built into this truck which gives us the advantage, especially when you're towing. So let me just show you the screen a minute and see what I'm... There you go. Up top here we've got 4 cameras on the trailer, one inside, one left and one right, and of course there's one behind, and they will come on individually, whichever one I select I feel that I need. The one on the inside is important because you never know if something's left in the trailer when you tip it up, so it's always good to have a little view inside there to just double check. The good thing about the Land Rover Defender is that you get this very clever camera system where it looks down either side of the trailer. Technically, really, it takes out the middle section of the trailer, so you can just see the left and right. So that's really handy.
Okay, so we've arrived at the landfill, and the first thing we have to do is to climb aboard the weighing plate. This is the way it's measured about, so you can see how much of a load you have. So the first thing I have to do is climb on board the weighing scale and check out the initial weight. Now, of course, there's quite a bit of paperwork that has to be done, and this of course is done in the office, so I'll just pop in there now and get all the paperwork organized. Okay, the paperwork is done and we're off into the cell. It's called an asbestos cell. It's unique, this landfill, because it only ever takes asbestos and nothing else. Now, as you can see, I'm surrounded by the big boys. Their loads of asbestos are 10 times or more bigger than mine. But that's not the point. It doesn't make any difference, because we still tip in the same place regardless of how large or small the load is. Now, the landfill is a large hole that's been excavated, and they take the excavation, or the soil they take out, and they stockpile it. And then what happens is, as we go down and tip the asbestos, they bring that soil back in to cover the asbestos. Now you can see that we're nearly at the top of this particular cell, but they can go down many meters, sometimes well over 50 meters deep, and then they work their way back up as you tip in the asbestos. So here we go, down we go, nice and steady. We have to go nice and, it's nice and dry today. Sometimes this little entrance can be pretty treacherous, but you can see that this particular landfill site keep it very clean and smooth, so they work hard. There in the corner you can see where the excavator is a big pile of asbestos that's just been tipped off, and we're going to be heading down there so we can tip our load so that it can be buried. So let's just wander down quietly as we get ourselves in position. Okay, you can see the pile clearly in the front there, and this truck has just tipped his load. So we are going to reverse onto that pile and we're going to tip our little offering, and then that machine will cover it over pretty quickly so that the asbestos is not exposed for any length of time. So let's back that in there and get tipping. There she goes. The trailer is now tipping my load onto that pile, and if you look carefully you can see on the left, there it is, a big pile of asbestos. In a moment you'll see the asbestos dust, there it is, and that's why it has to be covered up pretty quickly. And watch out for the machine rushing in there, look, to make sure it's all covered up, to keep it safe. Unloaded the trailer now, so what we're going to do is we're going to see what the weight is. It's been weighed and checked, so let's compare what she was when he went on as to what it is now. Now the trailer has been emptied, we can have a look and see how much weight was in the back by comparing a couple of little numbers. So let's have a look what it says here. We've got so I don't know if you can see that, but it says that we had 5,400, in other words nearly 6 tons when we went on, 4 tons when we got off. That meant that we tipped 2 tons worth of asbestos. There we go, job's a good one. So there you have it. Now you know what happens to asbestos when it's collected and disposed of. I look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Take care and keep safe.